All right, in problem 21-2A, this one wants us to prepare a sales budget, a production budget, a direct materials purchases budget, and a direct labor budget. And so we have a company here, Gourmet Grills, and looks like they produce two different kinds of grills. Like they have the Backyard Chef and the Master Chef. And so they give us a bunch of information. So we have estimated sales by territory. We got beginning inventories, desired ending inventories, direct material information, and labor requirements. So it looks like we have everything we need. So we're going to start off with the sales budget. And so for the Backyard Chef Barbecue in Maine, they're going to do 310 units at $700 per unit. Then in Vermont, they're going to do 240 at $750. And then in New Hampshire, 360 units at $750. So they're going to do 910 units at $667,000. Then for the Master Chef, they're going to plan on doing 150 in Maine at $1,200. And then in Vermont, they plan on doing 110 at $1,300. And then in New Hampshire, 180 at $1,400. All right, so total Master Chef units are 440, $1.2 million in total sales. So we got our sales budget. All right, so now we can go ahead and do our production budget. So we start off with what we expect to sell. And so we expect to do 910 of the Backyard Chef and 440 of the Master Chef. And then the desired ending inventory we want to add to that is going to be 40 for the Backyard and 22 for the Master. So we know how much we want to have available to sell. Our total units available, 950 and 462. Then we want to subtract out our beginning inventory. So that's going to be 30 and 32. So now we know how many units of each we need to produce during the month. And so that leads us to our materials purchases budget. So each one of the grills has different components. So we have grates, stainless steel, burner subassemblies, and shelves. So for the Backyard Chef in grates, we know that we're going to produce 920, and right here it says that it takes 3 grates per unit. So multiply that times 3. Then for the Master Chef, we're going to do 430 units, and the Master Chef takes 6 grates. And then our desired ending inventory for grates is 340. And then let's go here to stainless. So stainless steel on the Backyard Chef, so we're going to do 920 units. And it's going to be 24 pounds of stainless steel. Then for the Master Chef, we're going to do 430 units, and it takes 42 pounds of stainless steel, and we want a desired ending inventory of 1,800. So for the burner assemblies for the Backyard Chef, so 920 units times 2 burners, And then for the master chef, we're going to do 430 units at 4 burners. And we want a desired inventory of burners of 155. All right, so for shelving, for the backyard chef, 920 units at 4 shelves. For the master chef, 430 units at 5 shelves, and we want to have 340 shelves in ending inventory. So now we want to subtract out our beginning inventory in each one of these. So that's going to be 290 grates, 1,500 stainless steel assemblies, 170 burner units, and 340 shelves. All right, so now we know what we need to purchase for grates and stainless steel and all the components. Now we just need to plug in the unit price, and so we have that down here. So grates are going to be $15 a unit. Stainless steel are going to be $6. Burner assemblies are going to be $110, and shelves are going to be $10. So we plan on spending $771,740 in materials. So all right, so the last thing that we need to put together is our direct labor cost budget. And so for our direct labor cost budget, so that's broken down by department. And so we have a stamping department, a forming, and an assembly department. All right, so the backyard chef, we're doing 920 units. And it takes, let's see, 0.5 hours for each one. And then in the forming department, so we got our 920 times 0.6, and then the assembly is 920 times 1. The master chef, we got 430 units times 0.6. $430 times 0.8 for forming, and then the assembly department, I'm going to do 430 times 1.5. So now we know how many hours that we need to put in. Now we just plug in the hourly rate for each department, which is, oh, they got them right here. So the stamping department is 17. The forming department is 15. And the assembly department is 14. So that means our direct labor cost budget is $47,556.